That's interesting. That's an old parasol stem. See the grooves there that would have had the arms on for the umbrella. I did think it was a cairn topper at first, but it's small and it's going all the way through, so yeah, cool. We didn't film the last couple of digs, and to be fair, he didn't miss much. There was mention that there was a scrapyard around here, and I was beginning to think it was in the opposite direction to the way I was digging, but then I thought, actually no, it seems like I'm bang in the middle of it, finding old nuts and bolts and stuff, but then directly above me now are the pylons, so yeah. But we're moving back down to the older end of the orchards where I started, and yeah, the stuff does seem to be getting older. Anyway, we'll see what's on the next. 20 in this hole, showing quite deep. Chunk of lead shaped like a fish. Will say, so far very happy with the new digging tool, Dr. Otech. If you do go on Amazon and put in Dr. Otech digging tool, obviously you will get that one, but there are also other varieties which are basically the same thing, but with sort of a Chinese sounding name to them, and but they're all within a sort of the £20 range, so it's entirely up to you really. I just went for that because it was one that I've seen quite a few people on the dig using. Anyway, see you on the next. 24 here, nice sounding target, fairly deep. Let's hope it's something around in the ground. Oh, is that a buckle? Yeah. D-buckle for the collection. See you on the next. 33. I suspect it's a big channel. It's deep. Probably shrapnel. Out. Oh. Two pence. Two pence. Got to be one. Right. 21 here. Showing at about 6 inches. So let's hope it's not a deep buried cat. Still there. Nope. With a can. The ladybird. Well, till next. Yeah, that was a nice sounding 12. Tom back button. Oop. There you go. That's a keeper. These trees look quite old up this path. The last alley I came down, the last road I came down sounded like Tin Can Alley, and it was. Every 21 signal that was an inch deep with a tin can. So I've collected quite a few now. But yeah, see you on the next. There's an 18 in the clump. Squash bullet. Kind of rivet. Ooh, my eye out then. Oh, damn it. Well, see you on the next. One in the hole. There it is. Oh, there's shrapnel. Well, fuse casing. There's the numbers, look, for the timer. Like we were never here. See you on the next. Now this little 23, I was thinking there was going to be one of two things. And that wasn't one of them. Quite a few, I don't know, I suppose you'd call them tree spikes. Giving 18 to 20 signals, and then obviously they're about 2 foot down, and they're also about 4 foot long. So yeah, looks like we've got a little penny. Another one out of that hole, giving, well, that signal. So we've just dug this little lead figure. I expect he's like a cowboy maybe. Now, in some of my older videos, and I can't zoom in, but I'll move these fellas to you. I mentioned about ants and how they seem to congregate around metal. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give that there. I'm going to give them that little lead figure as an apology for trashing their home. But yeah, we'll leave that. We'll leave that there, like that. And I'll let them get all the mix back in. Yeah, nice find. Tiny little button from that hole there. Dunno, folks, dunno. Got a base white metal. Guess at this point, answers on a postcard. See you on the next. Right, 21 signal in the plug. Ugh. That looks like the key to a barrel tap. See you on the next. Right, we got 2021 just here. Don't be a can, don't be a can. Oh, that's a crunchy can. this out. Something green. Oh, it's a piece of an old cap gun. Wow. See you on the next. Jumping all over now. It's gonna be trash. No clue. See you on the next. Ooh. Oh. Oh. 21 in the plug. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh. One of them. Yeah. Like we were never here. Okay, so I've just had out of that hole with the 16 target indication this little pistol ball. Found its target by the looks of it. Yeah, it's been a bit hit and miss, folks. Been a bit hit and miss, as you can tell. 2 pennies, a button, pistol ball, some kind of, I don't know whether that might have been a coin or it's just a piece of trash, who knows. Button, decoration on it, farthing, George somebody or other, yeah, 2p. I've emptied the fines pouch 3 times. Digging the holes, finding the targets, just not getting the good ones. So see you on the next. 1923 target here, quite deep. I'm just wondering why they left it. I suspect it's a tin can. Yeah, it's all over the place. It's tin canny. One of them. Whatever one of them is. Oh. There we go. Like we were never here. Right, folks. Well, that's it. That's another Sunday done. Another Sunday's dig done. We are, time-wise, bear with, 8 minutes to 4, 15:52. Just finishing off my tea. What can I say about today's dig? It didn't rain. Well, it did. But it wasn't the apocalyptic downpour that was that everybody thought it was going to be. Global media included. Yeah, it's well, it's the orchards, isn't it? Again, you can find to rose. The sensitivity thing, I don't know if it helped. I don't know if it didn't. What did I find? I found a couple of George coins. Well, they're probably all Georgian, to be fair. A George. Couple of old George. Difficult to ascertain which one just yet, but I'll give them a little. I'll let them dry, and we'll brush all the dirt off, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, I think it's maybe four coins in total. All coppers, no silver today. Of any description. Looking at the site, wasn't a great deal that came up. I heard someone had a Roman. Haven't seen any pictures. No doubt, when folk get home, clean them up, it'll all be all over the social media group. But yeah, as for me, couple of just not trashy bits, well, you'll see. You'll have seen the live digs. This is kind of the outro. So, but yeah, like I said, happy the weather was good for us. Did get quite a lot of the older orchards covered. And that'll become evident once I tip out the bag of trash and you see the amount of trash that I've dug. And obviously, you know, if you put that into holes, there's one piece of trash per hole over a period of, what time did we start? We started at 9, so you've got 7 hours. There's about 7 hours worth of digging, 6.5 hours worth of digging. I stopped a couple of times, had a brew and a snack, because you've got to keep your strength up. It's physically demanding hobby. It's not like fishing. You're constant. If you're not digging, you're walking. You're constantly swinging. So yeah, there is a need to take on sustenance in whatever form that may be, whether it may be a sugary brew or a sweetie, or whatever gives you the boost, folks. Like I say, just happy that looking out from the car, I think it was 143 acres. And, I mean, I've probably done, if I was to put all the rows together, bearing in mind these rows, some of them just go on and on and on. I mean, I probably wouldn't be lying if I said each row was about a mile long over the stretch. Maybe not. Maybe 3/4. Maybe there's like half a mile. 1/4 of a mile per stretch. Whatever that works out in acres. But yeah, a couple of football pitches walked today, I'll tell you. I know somebody found a gold ring. It's going to be old because there's no hallmarks on it. But it is gold because it's shiny. And that's a surefire bet. If it's shiny and it comes out the ground and it's still shiny, then chances are, it's gold. So yeah, that looks quite nice. Looking forward to seeing some more pictures of that. So there was a ring. Somebody found a George, not second, maybe George, it wasn't George the 4th, it was an old George 2nd maybe, George 2nd, older. Nice silver, also found a silver cross, a little tiny silver cross pendant, which looked quite sort of modern in its design. Just rambling now, for absolutely no reason. So yeah, I'll drink this. We'll get home. I'll lay out the trash. I'll dig out the best bits of the trash so we can kind of gauge a sort of time period from the rubbish. Like I said, one of the finds looked like a sash window, locking pin, locking point, if you like. So sash windows, Edwardian, Georgian, probably all around Georgian. And some of these trees are, like I say, I try to keep to the older part of the orchards. Yeah, some of them trees have got to be 50-year-old, maybe older. Like I say, I've not despite the fact I'm doing orchards, I've not really looked into how long a tree is kept to bear fruit. I mean, I had this picture of 25 years in my head for some reason, but looking at those trees, some of those trees are pretty gnarly. And it, obviously it is Kent, it's flat, so there's a lot of elemental damage. Probably there's a lot of, you know, it's quite windy, wind just brushes straight across it. Also got some damage from the animals as well. There's quite a few gnawed bits of bark out there. I expect that's deer, possibly deer, hence why the chicken wire is wrapped around the trunks, keep them off, especially the newer sapling type trees, which are further over in that direction past the pylons. Again, the pylons, having the sensitivity as low as I did, eliminated any severe chatter from the pylons. The only issue I had with the 800 that I don't really see on the 600 is when I was pinpointing. Using the pinpointer, it was sort of, it couldn't quite find the target. There was always that little gap, but you know, generally I dig a hole the size of the coil, so it's going to be in there somewhere. Anyway, folks, I've ranted on now for nearly 10 minutes. This video is going to be another hour-long job. Although there are quite a lot of live digs, I didn't film all the live digs, obviously, but I didn't cherry pick. But if there was a different number, say if I was constantly digging 21 signals and they were coming up cans, if I had another 21 signal that was 4 inches deep, then I would relieve you of having to see that, because, you know, I don't edit the video footage, so and chances are it probably was another can. And again, this is it with obviously the pickers that come across, because it's probably so far for them to travel. You know, they're obviously picking in the autumn time, they're gonna need a drink, so obviously that can is going straight in the ground. Unfortunately, but yeah, not a complete bust. Overall, if I was to rate the orchards, I'd still prefer farmland. I would probably rate orchards around the pasture, because again, pasture, you know, when you got to dig through 8 inches of grass and turf to get to the target, it's pasture's hard going, in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. It was a lot better today. I think had I have gone with the original plan of putting my 6-inch coil on, it might have helped a little bit more. Again, with having the sensitivity as low as I did, you're going to lose some depth, but you're also going to eliminate the horrendous chattering that the Minelab seems to give you when you switch it right up. So having it at sort of 2 or 3 bars did help. You didn't have that constant chattering going on. Everybody's leaving now. For once, I'm not going to be the last one. Right, tea finished. Rambling finished. So yeah, we'll get on home. We'll clean up the bits and bobs. But yeah, and again, the 800, to be fair, the settings that it's on, it's not giving me much more than the 600 gives me. In fact, Dan, the last time we were out together, found a silver Eddie Penny with my 600. Go on, what you had?